Hey guys, so today I want to talk about studying and exams. I have so many exams coming up and I am absolutely freaking out. But I've been given a set of study techniques by one of my teachers and I think that they're really helpful and I love to share them with you guys. There are three really important steps that you need to follow to be able to do this effectively or efficiently. Number one, summarize. Number two, memorize. And number three, practice. Okay, with summarizing, if you have a syllabus or a guide of all the work that you've done for that topic, term, semester, or year, use that. And it's really important to base all your notes off that basically because all your exams that you will be based around that itinerary or syllabus or whatever you want to call it. Go through each dot point or paragraph or however it's created and presented and make your own notes of that. And with those notes, you'd obviously have examples and definitions that are really important and any evidence that you need to help support what you're saying, basically. It's also really important to put your notes in a brief form. So you could do top points. If top points don't work, I understand one of my friends works better with using sentences and paragraphs and things like that. But also remember that paragraphs is a lot more work for you. So if you can work with dot points, do it. Honestly, it's a really good thing because it's quick, sharp, and to the point. And having less to memorize will always be helpful for you. So summarize as much as you can, still keeping the key content, of course, but in the long run, having a to the point summary will be beneficial for you. Memorizing is always hard. I know that I struggle to memorize, and it takes me a lot of rewriting to memorize my essays and stuff. So try different memorization techniques. People sometimes use methods where they associate colors, smells, sounds, or something like that with what they're doing. So there is one method called the Loki method. I don't use it, but basically you associate a particular place with what you're talking about. Reading out loud and repeating is very helpful as well, or rewriting. I rewrite my essays at least 8 times before my exams, which I reckon is kind of helpful. Um, yeah. When you're memorizing, remember to do a little bit at a time because you don't want to overwhelm yourself for starters. And it's really hard to memorize chunks and paragraphs all at once. I know it is, and I know that it is for others. If you're one of those people that have an eidetic memory, you are one lucky dude. I would kill for that. Go one step at a time, so a sentence or a word at a time to make it easier for you. And repetition is extremely important when you're trying to memorize things. It doesn't do you any good just to do it once and expect to remember. If you're constantly reading your paragraphs, constantly rewriting, or constantly practicing a maths equation, you're more likely to remember it than doing it just the once and just trying to think about it. If you can get your hands on past papers or quizzes and things like that and do them, that'll be really helpful for you. But when you do them, try to simulate exam conditions. So if you would be allowed notes, by all means use notes. But if you're not, don't have a textbook or your workbook or your summarized notes that you've used because hopefully you've memorized them by the time you've come to practicing. And try to and do it all. And don't skip parts, just try and do absolutely anything and everything that you know you can do in that exam. Give yourself the allotted time you would be given in the exam. So if you get 45 minutes for an essay question, you say, hey, mom and dad, can you just leave me alone for about an hour? I really want to study and I really want to practice in exam conditions. I'm sure they'd be happy to let you do that. I know mine would. Actually, I don't think they'd believe it. Anyway, put yourself in exam conditions and do anything and everything you can and give it to someone who can mark it. So if your mum is happy to mark it for you, then do that. But I think the best way to get feedback is give it to a marker or your teacher even to give you constructive feedback to help you improve. And that will always come in handy. So remember, guys, summarize, memorize, and practice. And I think if you can implement or practice these techniques, you will be pretty effective at studying. So thanks for watching my video, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want more videos like this. Leave a comment below if you have any study techniques that work, because I would love to hear them. And if you want to, if you have a video idea, by all means, leave it below. I will happily read your comments. And so don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!